Three potato salad. Three different potatoes come together for a delicious summer side dish or any protein. This is sweet, it's tangy, it's zesty. You might want to give this a try. If you want the recipe, keep watching. Three potato salad. Sweet potato, a reddish new potato, and a plain colored new potato. A few simple ingredients. You'll make it delicious. You can make a delicious new potato salad for your family and friends. Keep watching. I'll show you the recipe. Okay, traditionally this is made with a red potato, a sweet potato, and a russet potato. But I'm using up the potatoes that I have, so these I'm not going to peel. I'm going to peel those. I'm just going to wash them. 1 to 2 scallion onions. You need some fresh dill, sour cream, mayonnaise, and you need Dijon mustard. Now I'm using a heavy grain Dijon mustard because that's what I have. But if you have the smooth, that's perfect. And you need some celery. And I've got a little bag of what's left of little potatoes. Little potatoes is a mixture of the red and the regular white ones. So I'm going to get everything set up and cleaned up. Let's get cooking. Okay, I've washed my sweet potato and I've peeled it. And now I'm just going to cut it up into kind of nice sized chunks for the potato salad. Now remember, I'm only making enough potato salad for one person. I'm going to take that out because that tip is on there. So you definitely want to double or triple the recipe. It's just my husband and I. He does not eat potato salad, and I just need enough for me for about 3 days to go with the ham. So I'm just trying to cut these up, not real small, but not real big either. I think your family will like this. It has dill in it, makes it kind of special. And it's not your traditional. It has no eggs, no relish, no green pepper or anything like that in this recipe. Okay, and the new potatoes, the ones that are red colored and plain colored, see, they're kind of big. So I'm going to cut those into quarters because I don't like big chunks of potato in my potato salad. If you do, great for you, but I'm a stickler for just the size. I like it nice size. I don't want my mouth to look full. So I'm just cutting these up, and I'm trying to keep it at a 2-to-1 ratio with the sweet potatoes. I'm putting them in water. I'm going to boil these until they're tender. I'm going to show you guys how to make the dressing for this. And it's very simple. Like I said, I'm going to add the scallion onion. I'll show you that. And also the celery, because you want it to have some texture change, and that'll be your crunch, will be the celery. Okay, I've got my 3 different potatoes in cold water. You want to start in cold water and bring them to a boil. I'm going to boil them for about 20 to 25 minutes, checking for tenderness. Want them nice and tender, but I don't quite want them smushy, so they're mashed potatoes. And I am going to salt the water. Okay, the potatoes are boiling. You want to make sure they're fork tender and not to the point where they're mashed or mushy. But if they are, it won't hurt the taste. Just get them to your desired tenderness, and then you'll be ready to dress the salad, put it in the refrigerator, and eat in a little while. It is super, super delicious. Okay, I'm going to kind of eyeball this salad because it's for 2 to 3 pounds of potatoes, and I'm making this just for one person. So I'm going to go with about a cup of mayo, and if there's any extra dressing, I don't mind if my pasta salad or macaroni salad or potato salad is a little overdressed. Okay, to this, this is 8 ounces of sour cream. I'm going to add about 4 ounces of the sour cream to this. And then I'm going to add 1 nice fake teaspoon, so I'm not using a measuring spoon, of the Dijon. And you can go smaller and increase it as you taste it. And then mix this together. And see, looking at this already, to me, it looks like it needs more mustard. And like I said, for the amount of potatoes I have, it may not. It may be way too much, but it doesn't really matter to me. And I'm gonna add a good portion of the dill to this. I want a fair amount of dill. You want to taste it. It is dill flavored. Okay, you want to drain your potatoes. And at this point, I like to take my potatoes and put them back in the pot. Lost a couple. And put them back on the stove and swish them around to make sure all the moisture has been absorbed. See, hear that? I have an electric stove, so potatoes are still pretty much cooking or getting dry in the pan, just to make sure there's no water, because you don't want a watery potatoes for your potato salad. Okay, this is where you salt your potatoes while they're still warm. Because if you put it on at the end, you'll just be making the dish salty. This way the potatoes have plenty of seasoning. Okay, now you want this to cool for about 30 minutes. Do not make the mistake of putting them in the refrigerator or the freezer. If these didn't have the sweet potatoes in there and they were just white potatoes or yellow potatoes, they would oxidize and pick up a brown or a grayish color, which is not appetizing. Just let them sit on the counter for about 30 minutes to try and come to room temperature. Okay, so they've been cooling about 45 minutes. Here I'm going to add my scallion onions to this. And I'm going to add my celery. And now I'm going to start adding the dressing. I add a fair amount. Like I said, I don't mind if mine is overdressed, but if you're one of those kind of people, then you want to start slow and add as needed. Because as you see, this looks like this might do it. And like I said, check it for seasoning, for more salt. If you want to add black pepper, you can. Yeah, and that's just about right. There you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is really delicious. Try this at your next gathering or potluck or cookout. It goes great with any protein, and it's different with the dill flavor, and the sweet potatoes give it just a little bit of sweetness, and you really won't notice them. So stick around. I want to get everything set up and tell you guys my joke. An elderly woman rushed to the pharmacy to pick up some medication, but when she returned to her car, she realized she locked her keys inside. Looking around, she spotted an old rusty coat hanger on the ground. She picked it up and whispered, "Lord, I have no idea how to use this." So she bowed her head and prayed and said, "God, please send me someone to help me." Just minutes later, a beat-up old motorcycle pulled up into the lot. A bearded man in a biker suit got off and said, "Do you need some help, ma'am?" She explained, "My daughter is sick. I've locked my keys in the car and I need to get home. Can you use this hanger to open it?" The biker smiled and said, "Sure," and in less than a minute, the car was unlocked. Overcome with emotion, she hugged him and cried, "Thank you, God, for sending me such a kind man." The man chuckled and said, "Lady, I'm not a good man. I just got out of prison yesterday for car theft." The woman hugged him even harder and cried even louder. "Oh, thank you, God, for sending me a professional." I thought that was kind of cute. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, please come back for more quick, fast, easy meals for people who don't like to cook, don't want to cook, don't know how to cook. This potato salad is delicious. Different change up way to use up some different potatoes if you have them, but the sweet potato isn't pronounced, but it does give it a nice subtle flavor. And mostly you can use red potato, russet, white. I use fingerling red and fingerling white potatoes, and I left the skin on, and I peeled the sweet potato. But you can season it any way you like. You can even do it with ranch. It's still delicious, or use your own favorite sweet potato salad dressing that you use. I mean, your traditional potato salad recipe that you use, and your family will love it. It's definitely a conversation piece at parties and at potlucks. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one, and may you all have a blessed evening.